Hello and welcome to this panel. My name is Danielle Pioli. I'm an artist, illustrator, and hypnotherapist. And this panel is going to be about whimsical illustration. It's a workshop, just, sharing my process and my thought processes. And yeah, so just so you know a little bit about what I do, this is my Instagram, Danielle Pioli Art, and this is the kind of art that I do. I have little comics, some illustrations, like some whimsical, like dreamy illustrations that I love to do. Yeah, so this is pretty much my personal work and the things that I like to create. All right. So, yeah, let's get started. Let me clear this. Okay. So, we're going to create a piece here together, and we're going to do it from scratch. So I was looking at some references on my Pinterest, and I created this panel that is whimsical, but we're gonna choose some reference that is more like simple, like a simpler reference, because we only have an hour or so, an hour and a half tops to do this, so we can really spend a lot of time doing things. This is cool, and I tend to spend a lot of time doing things, especially when I'm trying to explain what I'm doing. I can really talk and draw and paint at the same time, like do both correctly, because I start speaking things that doesn't really make a lot of sense, so I have to stop and start over trying to explain myself better without drawing. So it's tricky. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best. Also, keep in mind that I am from Brazil and my English is not perfect. I've always lived in Brazil, so this is like my English from someone who never lived anywhere else. And so I'm gonna say some things that are, wrong. But just keep in mind that this is not my first language. And whenever I say something wrong, just ignore it. I also love this one. Yeah, I think I have some references. I was thinking about doing something with background and stuff like that, but I really think we shouldn't. We should keep it simple because of the time. So, yeah. This one was actually a reference for one of the drawings I made. I have to add them here. Add the drawing here. I really like this. And yeah, I think I'm gonna stop now. Ooh, this is so beautiful. I can't stop. But I have to. I have to stop, or we'll be, just searching for references and never creating anything. So stop. Let's go to the board, Whimsical. There you go, Whimsical. Okay, oops, come on. Whimsical. Yeah, okay. Now it's all here. And let's start sketching. So for the sketch, I'm gonna go with like a red sketching brush. This HB pencil 1 and 1 they're just like a copy of this HB pencil that came, it just comes with Procreate, but I just adjusted the size of it because I wanted it to be bigger, be able to make it like bigger strokes. So it's nothing that you can't do yourself. So all right, so let's start sketching. And as I sketch, I have the tendency of doing it like very, not very loose. And I need to let go a little bit of that need for control and just let it, let it be more loose to see what, comes out of it. Because when we try to control everything, there's no surprise, there are no happy accidents. And that's a little boring. Okay, whatever. Let's keep going. I like this in the background. I don't know if I'll be able to do that and make it look like it's something. It looks like petals, like flower petals. Sketching out things that I want, like trying to see if it makes sense. It's not always going to make sense just because I want it to you know, look good doesn't always make sense in the piece. Maybe I could keep this just on the background. Maybe she's like holding the huge flower here, like this one. Something like that. And I don't know. Yeah, something like that. So I'm kind of mixing the references a little bit. Like this too. Seize the Day and this Top Drop Vogue and Vogue. So this I kind of mixed them both. Oh, also this one. So yeah. It's cool when we mix our references and create something new from it. I like it. Okay, so what we can do here is this. Mix them in her. So I don't know if I like her hair this way. Let's do another draft, another pass. I want it to be wavy, but like not too, I don't know, too much like a princess. I don't want it to be like, I think this, okay. So I still think it's too cartoony. And maybe like her hair could be kind of flowing. Like this, I don't know. Okay, let's move on. So she's holding this flower. Okay, let's see. Something like that. And some leaves there. Okay, now let's go to the flower. I have to be careful with the shape of the flower. I want it to look like more organic and not too perfectly round. Or another shape that I don't like. Okay. Her lips. And gonna have to see how I can make it work with the hair. And, you know, make it look like it's something apart from the hair and not the same thing. Okay, let's go to the ink. Just gonna turn it a little bit upwards because it ended up like making her look a little bit sad the way it was before. I have to keep checking, like without the drawing in the background, to see if it looks good. Also, another way to see if it's looking good is to, you know, flip it. and you can see like if it's a new drawing you can see it again like if it's new, because like your eyes will look at a totally different and new perspective. So if you don't know that trick yet, start using the flipping tool. Yeah, I think I like it better like this. Another side though has to be like this. As you see, I'm still kind of correcting things, even though this is like an ink process already. I'm still correcting things and making sure things aren't looking too strange. Yeah. I don't know, I still don't like the hair the way it is. Okay. Let's keep going. Again, we don't have a lot of time. Well, she could be, yeah, no. I think I want this clothes on her. So, there's something I would like to talk about as I keep going so we don't keep quiet. When I'm drawing, I'm like thinking that it has to look good, it has to, be perfect and stuff like that. But really, things don't have to look perfect. Things don't have to, look perfectly correct, anatomically speaking, or, your perspective doesn't have to be 100% accurate. But you just have to worry about making it believable, because it has to be believable, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So what do I mean by that? It's just things can, be distracting. So if you are like pushing yourself to do a perfect piece, and it has to look absolutely accurate in terms of perspective, in terms of anatomy or color theory, or lighting and other stuff, then you add too much pressure to yourself. I think it's like needless pressure added, because it's already so hard to do things, to create images like out of blue, like from our minds. It's already very difficult, so we're just adding to the pressure there. So what should we do instead? In my opinion, we should pay more attention to, is this conveying the emotion that I want to convey, the idea that I want to convey, the concept, or the story, whatever it is, without any distractions. Like, is everything looking just good enough for the idea to be conveyed, and people don't even see anything wrong in it? You know what I mean? I don't mean do anything and like just tell them that there's an emotion there and then they'll get it. You don't have to, stop studying. That's not what I mean. I mean that we don't need to add pressure to ourselves trying to create something perfect, perfectly correct, perfectly accurate, but just accurate and correct enough for people to see it and believe it. And I don't mean like believe it as if they think it's a photograph, it's so wow. No, it's like believing as if they're watching a movie. They know it's a movie. When you watch a movie, you know it's a movie. But still, you get into the story and you feel the emotions of the story, and you suspend disbelief. And so, even though we're doing like dreamy and whimsical art that is like most definitely not like accurate with reality, still we can make it believable. Just by like not adding any distractions to it. So just make it, you know, enough, just good enough. And that's what you have to worry about, not about making it perfect. Because if you're aiming for perfect, you're aiming at frustration as well. So don't do that. So just do enough that it looks good and believable. Like, why am I putting this behind there? There's no reason. So okay, I don't like how it turns out, this hand right here, but I'm gonna go back to it later because I can't do it anymore right now. And here, there you go, the flower. The leaves, I don't want to put it here because it's like too much of intersection of lines here, so I'm gonna just jump a little bit forward, and it looks better this way. Okay, in the flower, I don't want to add too much details to the flower as well. Just a little bit. There you go. In the background, I'm not going to draw the background with the same ink in the same layer, but I'm going to turn this around and see all of the little inconsistencies from one side to the other. Maybe correcting the hand this way might be better. And also, I think I want her to be holding something here as well. It could be another flower. And some little blossoms. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's like too much flowers. Yeah, I think it's gonna be too much flower. I will, let's see, make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'm just correcting some things. Making sure they're not too distracting. Like I said, we want to make it believable. And that's the ultimate goal, not perfect, but believable. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I think it's okay now. It looks okay. I just need to correct this. Yeah. All right. And then for the background, I think I'm gonna go with colors already. Let's see. Let's blur again. Okay. And then I want to go straight with the colors because I think it will look better this way. Oops, I forgot to close this one. And like some of the folds a little bit darker. And other parts lighter. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. I'm gonna duplicate that because I want to protect the original work. So not this one. Let's see, perspective blur, what happens. Okay. Motion blur, let's see what happens. That's cool, but I feel like I need this to be like lower. And this one like no, go back. Something like that. It's good. Okay, let's see. Let's add this color to the background so it gets more blurred out, like more, how can I say it? Like it belongs there. This actually, let's see the color, no, curves. I want it to be like more, no, delete. Yeah, I need less. Contrast. And I need to blur this because it's really annoying me. So I'm using this little finger here, this little guy. I'm gonna actually, let's see, artistic painting. Acrylic. Yeah, let's do this. And just blur this. Gives more life to it. I'm just gonna add some details, but I'm not sure if that's gonna stay. You know, just tiny, tiny details, almost invisible, but, you know, crisp and sharp. Okay. Yeah, I think it looks okay. But again, it's the background. I'm not putting a lot of effort there. I did, but I'm gonna stop now. Okay. I forgot one thing here. Her dress here. Okay. Alright, so let's start coloring her. And see what's the next step, what we're gonna do. Because like my process is usually very intuitive, so I don't always have everything planned out before I start. I hardly do. Like most of the times I, you know, just go and do it and then decide things in the process. That's not always good, but I don't like planning very much. But that's me. That's just how I do it. When you plan, you have more control but it's not something I like to do. Okay, coloring her. I think I'm gonna, let's see, no, I'm gonna keep it separate, the hair and the character, the rest of the character. Because I usually do like one thing and then separate the layers as the other colors, like clipping mask layers, so they are different colors and different layers, but they are still connected to one source, let's say, that is our character. So for example, here I'm going to delete this part and erase this and erase this. And let's go here with the hair. I think I want her hair to be black. Yeah. Here is fine because it's under that layer. So like here, 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 here. Okay, let's do this. Yay. Right. I have to keep checking if it's still recording because it's a long video and I don't want it to like suddenly stop recording and I don't notice, and then I lose everything. Okay, the hair, and now I can go back to the skin and correct some parts of it that need correction. Same thing with the hair. And like I feel like I need to correct this like this. Yeah. Go back to the skin and correct things that are outside the line. That will make our drawing, our painting look sloppy. Okay. So I create a new layer and select clipping mask. So I can paint and it's not like painting everywhere, just whatever this layer has like of information, it will only paint on top of this. And I'm gonna paint like, just add the color there and not worry too much, because then I'm gonna come with the eraser and correct everything again. Always like correcting things, huh? Alright, so eraser. Erase this, 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 this. Here, And what I want to do in this one is I want to leave it like kind of it's like this one, see-through. So I want to go back a little here, and I'm gonna go with another layer, and I'm gonna add more white to the other parts that are not, you know, that are like a lot of stuff, a lot of material on top of each other, and you know, it's not see-through anymore because of the folds, if you know what I mean. And I'm seeing if that makes any sense, because maybe it doesn't. I don't know. And here I actually want to make it darker. But like, I think more red. Yeah. I think this one can be white because it's not see-through right there. Yeah. I just think this could be even more red. Wait. Jesus. Like that? I think so. Or maybe this color. Yeah, I think it works better like this. Maybe a little bit darker. Yeah, a tiny bit darker. That's it. Okay. Now, another one of those layers, and let's do her lips, her eye, and I want her eye to be like this color, kind of. Let's see. Yeah. Somewhere between these two. Yes. Okay, cool. I'm gonna add another one that is the same color of the skin tone, but I'm gonna put it on multiply and have it deposit down a little. And let's see. Yeah, I can do like some shadows, like very simple. Something like that. and here. Not sure about. Okay, it's better. I want this color to be stronger. Yeah. Okay. And her hair, I'm gonna make it darker, like very dark. Let's see. I think I like this. Like having more a little bit more contrast than having all pink. I think I like this. Okay. Now let's paint the flower. First, yeah, this will be helpful. Actually, I'm liking this hair color, like very light blue, like pastel blue. Let's see. A little bit of shadow here and here, here and here as well. And let me go back to this color and go a little bit lighter, a little bit lighter. Details like that. Yeah. I like this. Okay. Now the leaves. Let's go back to that color. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rethink those leaves, but I'm gonna just have it painted there, and it's easier to change the colors later. There you go. All right. This is annoying me. Dear Lord. Okay, I couldn't wait any longer. I had to do it. Okay. Alright, so the leaves, let's change its color. It's not doing well like this. Yeah, this is better. I'm still not sure about the hair. So I wanted it to be black hair, but I'm not sure I want it like this anymore. I'm not sure it looks good. Let me just correct this. Right here. Here. Still recording? Yes. Oof. Okay. Let's go back to black. Like a reddish black. Okay. I'm also rethinking this. Yeah, hold on. Let's see this hair first. Add here clippy mask. And I don't know. Just add some details. And maybe open up some space here. You know. Yeah. All right. Now, let's bring this down here. And we can alpha lock this, and we can change like the colors, like from the line. So I'm gonna make this like a green or a dark green instead of black, because it was like disappearing. Yeah. Maybe a little bit lighter. Yeah, that looks good. And I can also like change a little bit of the colors, like maybe like here on her nose. And make her look more soft. Yeah, it's more like details and things like that. We're almost done. And the best part, in my opinion, the most fun part, is the final one. And we're gonna go into that in a bit. I think like here it can be darker. But not quite black, but darker. That looks cool. And the rose. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it looks nice. Okay. Correcting things now. Just details. Don't worry a lot about it, but like make sure it's not distracting again. Yeah. Okay. So about this in the background, I don't know. I don't know what I want. Maybe I want them to be just like blobs. Like that. Put it all on the same layer. Okay, group. group. Let's see if I can bring it up here. What happens? I don't know. Not much, I guess. Yeah, no. You go back. You go back. Bye, bye. And this. Maybe if I have it more. Yeah, I like it this way. And you see how, like, since I'm not planning, I'm opening room for new decisions to be made. And like I wouldn't think of doing this, but because we were kind of following this reference, I tried to do that, but it wasn't working the way I wanted, so like something else came up to do with this. So yeah, and now it starts to look more dreamy the way I wanted it. Maybe we can kind of add like some trees in the background, like just a suggestion of trees there. Something like that, like if it's away. And you can turn down the opacity as much as you want, just having it like just a suggestion of a forest behind her. And we can duplicate this if the app allows, and it allowed. Great. So I'm gonna flatten this because here's a fun part. Perspective blur. I love using perspective blur. It looks so cool. And I want like her eyes to be the point of attention, like her center of attention. So I want this this area to be like crisp and not unfocused, like very sharp, very sharp. And let's see what else we can do here. Okay, so let's invert. Please invert. Let's do it again. It's not inverting. Why can't I invert? Okay, nothing's happening here. I think it's because of the recording process here, so it's like a little slow. I'm gonna add a little bit of blur here and a little bit of motion blur, because why not? A little bit of motion blur again. There you go. Let's see how it turned out, and if we need to correct anything, you can do that, like being careful not to, you know, mess it up, because this is already the, you know, one layer. Okay, I forgot it is that. Yeah. Because usually I would use feather, and feather would help with that, but it didn't work today. So yeah, I can also use this and, like, let's see, airbrush, and I have like this blurred, like by hand. I think I went too far there. Yeah, okay. Let's not go too far. Yeah, cool. And now we can add clip mask and, you know, have fun with the mode of the layer. So let's see. Can do this. Can make it like more yellow, more golden, like it's golden light coming in. You know, oops. What else? Let me just do this and find a nice mode for this. Oops. Yeah, I like the soft light, so gonna add that, but not too much, so I just changed the opacity. I want here to be more red. And here and here. You know, they're just details, but it makes a difference. And maybe you can add some like blue tones to, I don't know, maybe down here. And have it like a dual tone. Like in the shadow, it turns more bluish. Maybe a little less. Yeah. Like, I don't know, you can have fun. I'm gonna change my brush back to the ink brush. And if you want to do that, like add some kind of blue tones, like if it's the sky, you can do that as well. But I would do that in a new layer because we can always, you know, have more freedom to that's not it. Oh yeah, that's it. We have more freedom with the opacity and things like that. Yeah. I think it looks cool. And I can also do the perspective blur here. Yeah. Look, it's just a detail, but it's so fun. Yeah. Let's see what I can do in the flower. I can do the same thing, but like overlay. Let's see. No. In the flower, I'm gonna have to make it lighter. Let's see. Soft light, hard light, vivid light. Yeah. And again, you can always add some blur to make it, you know, part of the drawing. I think I want more light. This is fun also. Look, I like the soft light. Look how it completely transforms the illustration. Let's see if we can kind of change it a little bit more to the red a little bit. Yeah. This is so cool. All right. So now what we're gonna do is I like this on hard light, but we can't really see in the background, right? Yeah. I'm gonna leave it in normal. Okay. So let's group everything. Let's see if we can duplicate. Yes. Is that I'm saying that because sometimes Procreate won't let you duplicate a lot of oh god layers because it has a limit, so that's why I'm always like, let's check if I can duplicate. Okay, flatten. And now we are going to add some noise. Actually, let's see, I think I'm gonna add the noise separately. Nice. Let's see. It doesn't really make a difference, does it? Oh, it kind of does. And I also like to add some of this. It's like manual noise. That's noise brush. So I like coming in with this noise brush. So let's see. And we can also change the mode of the layer. I think I want overlay for this one. Yeah, that's cool. A new layer here, and let's go now with the bluish tones. And I was really dumb because I added the noise to this and I didn't really save another one. Let's see. Yes, okay. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna have to go back and add everything to this one. So like everything here is actually clipping mask. So let's do this again. Let me just check. Those are the same basically. No, they're not. No, they are. Oh, okay. No, they're not the same. So let's go back. Okay. Yeah, well, it's fine. Let's keep going. And what the hell? Oh, okay. All right. I want to turn it down. And I want these. Yeah. That's so cool. She looks like a Spanish woman, like someone from Spain. Let's do, oops, nope, here. Let's do a little bit more blur here. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's it. What else? I actually think we're done. So let's call it done, because almost 2 hours in this drawing. I need to go like faster, but I don't think I can, because I always end up taking a lot of time to do things, especially because I'm explaining what I'm doing and trying to speak as I do it, which is, you know, a challenge in itself. At least for me. Trying to find a place to place my signature that doesn't look too bad. Maybe here. Like that. There's actually one more thing I want to do, and I want this kind of light coming from here. Huh, this looks funny. Make it brighter. This is bright as I can make it. Yeah, I think it's okay without it, because yeah, it's not working out, so nope. And this also can go. You know what? Let's see. I think I want something like that for the background. Something lighter and a little bit of noise. Yeah. Yes. Okay, yeah, I think we're done. I was trying something else. We can always add some cool effects, like not in this case, plugs won't work, but like flare, let's see. No. Like some glimmer. Give it a little bit of texture. And a little bit of magic. If you want, like. I'm gonna take this off. Okay, so that's it for our whimsical illustration workshop, and I hope I was able to show a little bit of my process and, you know, help you understand my thought processes. And because it's really hard to explain when it's something very intuitive, like it's my process, like my process is more intuitive than like following some rule. So I hope I was able to explain a little bit, and yeah, I hope you guys like it, and thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and follow me on social media. You can see all my social media here on the side banner. And yeah, subscribe to my channel, like this panel, share with friends, leave a comment down below telling me what you think, if you like it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you around. Bye.